What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to be talking about Manchester United's first game in the UEFA Champions League against PSG, guys. We're away in Paris at the Parc des Princes, and yes, guys, the Champions League is back for the 2020-21 season, guys. The Champions League is back. I'm buzzing to be back in the Champions League. Obviously, Manchester United qualified for the Champions League, obviously because we finished third last season. It's good to be back competing with some of the best teams around Europe. Buzzing to be back in the Champions League. Let's hope it's going to be a better one this time. We obviously crashed out in the quarterfinals last time against Barcelona. Hopefully we can try and improve and do better this season. Now, going through our group as well, got the other teams that we drew with was RB Leipzig and Istanbul Başakşehir. People were saying it's the group of death, but after last night's game against PSG, which I'll get into in a minute now, it could be a walk in the park, but I'm not going to say that too early because anything could really happen. But it's a good start for Manchester United. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into today's video, guys. Talking about the starting 11, so we started with De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Tuanzebe, Lindelof, Shaw, Telles, McTominay, Fred, Fernandes, Martial and Rashford. Getting into the overall reaction now. PSG Part 2, once again. Man United snatch, late win at PSG. Rashford stuns PSG once again. What a start to the group stage. What a game, what a result. Ole loves a night in Paris. What a tactical masterclass once again. Well done, boys. That was well deserved. A fucking fantastic performance. The game management was brilliant. Let's build on this now. Up the fucking Reds. Let's fucking go. Win done. 3 points done. Anyway, guys, let's get straight into today's video. What did I make of the performance? It was an absolute fantastic performance by the players. It was a tactical masterclass by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I mean, we all knew that we're most likely going to play 5 at the back with Tuanzebe, Lindelof and Shaw in a 3. We knew that coming into this game against PSG was going to be difficult coming away from home. We knew what happened last time. I think coming into this game, I think the players were confident after beating Newcastle. Newcastle's Newcastle, they're not a great team, but I think obviously lifting the confidence back, got the winning mentality back, and having to come into a big game against PSG. Obviously, when you play big teams like PSG, you need to know where you are at the minute as well, when you're competing with some of the best teams in Europe as well. With a win against PSG, people were thinking that, you know, it was going to be a draw or PSG were going to win, but yet again, we were the underdogs. What happened once again? PSG Part 2. Ole loves a night in Paris, and so does Rashford as well. Fantastic performance in the game as well. Absolutely fantastic. It couldn't have got any better. The game management was brilliant. I thought the work rate on and off the ball was brilliant. The work ethic was brilliant. We showed the passion, the pride, the fight. We showed heart, fight, passion, pride. We played for the club, we paid for the badge, and we went out there. We've got nothing to lose once again. You'll have to defend more than ever that you've ever done. We just had to really keep up, really, as well, and run more than we've ever done as well. So absolutely fantastic by these players. I'm absolutely over the moon. Now, I have no words. It was an absolute cracking game to watch. It was a tactical masterclass by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It went with 3 at the back. Well, he played 5 at the back with 3 as playing as centre backs, with obviously with Luke Shaw as a left centre back. So an absolute masterclass, tactical masterclass from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Absolutely brilliant, and it couldn't have got any better. The players have done absolutely fantastic to go and beat one of the best teams in Europe in PSG. PSG are a team that got to the Champions League final last year, and how does it feel to beat a team that got to the final? And we come into this one in the first group stage game, going away from home, and you go and beat them. It's fucking fantastic, and what a performance it was by Manchester United. But like again, let's take this one game at a time now. You don't want to get too carried away from this one result. So let's keep up this good work now. Let's build on this now, and absolutely fantastic. And we deserve a round of applause. An absolute fantastic performance by the players. We've got to keep this up now, and absolutely brilliant. I think the first half, I thought United started the game really well, considering that, you know, PSG probably had more of the ball than us. Obviously, they controlled and dominated the game. They probably had some fantastic chances. Obviously, there was some fantastic individual performances out there, the likes of De Gea, Tuanzebe, Shaw, Tellez, Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Martial, Rashford. Some fantastic players that absolutely played brilliantly. Some players that played brilliant. So there was some absolutely fucking fantastic individual performances out there, and games like this against PSG, it's a team performance, and to go out there and to show desire, and we just went out there, and it was just one of those games where, when they're on the attack, we must defend properly. We need to keep compact. We need to stay organised, stay in shape, and it was all about staying concentrated, and stay focused at all times. Don't take your eye off the ball as well. It was one of those games really, and it was a very tense game. It was one of those games where it was really end to end, and what it was all about against PSG, it's really like, when we get hold of the possession, keep it simple. We know that we are going to get chances, and I thought United had the better chances, but we just didn't take them. And but you know what? I thought the first half was United started the game really well. The game management as well, brilliant as well. I thought, we really frustrated PSG at times as well, and they were thinking, when we were 1-0 up, and they were thinking to themselves, how the fuck are we 1-0 down to these lot? So, at the end, I'll tell you what, we ran our socks off in that first half, and we created some good chances, but we just didn't take them. And I feel like, we were bright, we were sharp on the ball, we played high intensity, high tempo. In times we may have got a little bit sloppy in times, and we may have done a few mistakes here and there, but we will touch on those little things as well, as we're still improving as well. So I thought the first half, it was good, and the way how we performed, we just wanted to keep that going really, and we really play with intent, we play with energy, and coming up against a great opposition like PSG, playing up against the best players in Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria, and Herrera, some quality, fantastic players as well, and to go and stun them again in Paris once again. It's their first loss since 2004, so in the group stage as well at home. So it goes to show that this PSG team can be beaten at the end of the day. If Man United can do it, then you just have to really work for. You've got to really work for it, and absolutely brilliant performance. I thought second half. I think PSG really came out. I thought they were playing really aggressive, played with lots of aggression. They were all around us. They were dominant side. They were controlling the first 10 minutes. They were really putting us under pressure, and it was just all about defend when you had to. It was all about defend when we needed to defend, and it was just. It was frustrating the way how we conceded that goal, because what it was from a corner. We knew it was coming, and we knew that they were pretty much they were going to score in this game as well. And it was just the amount of it was just because of how they played. And once they came out, they were playing quick, incisive football. PSG, they put us under a lot of pressure, and they were very aggressive. They got us on the break a couple of good times. De Gea made some fantastic saves to keep us in the game, and I thought when they got the goal back, I thought, shit, is PSG gonna try and get us here? The game was open for them to win, but it was just all about you know, the game management for Manchester United and the way how we saw out the game, brilliant. He got the right substitutions as well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. It was a tactical masterclass, and you can't fault it. And it was brilliant. The way how he set out the team and played with that system, the players were in position, and it was a fantastic team performance all round. You couldn't fault that performance, and I thought the second half, you know, once PSG got the goal back, United sort of, you know, when we got hold of the ball, it's all about play it simple, play the simple pass really, and you know, we had chances in the game and we just didn't take them, and it's unfortunate because last time against PSG we took our chances and this time we just couldn't take them, and we knew that we will have chances in the game. We put them under pressure in times, and you know, we were playing high intensity, high tempo. We pushed them really back as well. There was times where I really frustrated them, and we kept putting the pressure onto them. And I think everyone was screaming for Van der Beek to come on and to change the game. And it was just one of those where, you know, he came on last minute. But I think the way how he sort of changed the formation into a diamond of a 4-4-2 in the end, brilliant. I think it was the right way to sort of get the team back flowing and get our momentum and get our rhythm back as well, because you know, PSG were really growing back into the game, so we had to really find a solution of getting back into the game and find a way of how we could really get the possession back as well. So the way how we got the possession back and really got onto them, we were compact, we stayed organised, and we defensively did a fucking fantastic job, and we're just got to keep that up. And Rashford goes and scores, you know, with a couple of minutes to go, and what a brilliant way to finish it off. And couldn't have got any better. And we've beaten a fantastic team in PSG, and onwards and upwards. Fantastic performance by the players, and let's move on and let's look forward to the next game on the weekend against Chelsea. And also we've got another massive game next week against RB Leipzig, so got to keep that mentality going and get the right mindset as well. So we're doing really well at the minute, and this is where now United are really winning games, and that's what we have to carry on doing now. Keep winning games and be more consistent as well. There were some fantastic individual performances, the likes of De Gea, Tuanzebe, Wan-Bissaka, Fred, Telles, Bruno, Martial, Rashford, the list goes on. Who deserves the credit and why? I'm not going to pick out a name, because I thought every single player went out there, they put on that shirt, and it was like, you've got to show the fight, the passion, pride, play for the badge, play for the club. You've got nothing to lose against this game. It's all about the desire in the team. It was great character from the players. It was a very inspiring and convincing performance as well. I can't fault any of those players, because every single player out there was absolutely fantastic. You cannot fault that team performance. And I'm not going to pick out a name and say he played really well, because all those players out there played fantastically well. They grinded, absolutely defended when they needed to defend. We had chances. We didn't take our chances, but hopefully we'll work on that as well. You cannot fault that team performance. What a fantastic team performance that was. What a way to start off our first game in the Champions League in the group stage. You can't fault that performance. Every single player contributed. De Gea made some fantastic saves to keep us in the game. Tuanzebe was a fucking rock at the back. He had Mbappe and Neymar in his pocket, so you couldn't really fault that performance. Absolutely fantastic. Those players contributed. It was just one of those performances that you cannot fault any of those players, and they deserve the credit. We're just going to keep that going now as well. At first, was I worried with the team selection that Ole went with? You know what? Because obviously we had a couple of injuries ourselves, with the likes of Maguire out, Bailey out. They were like big losses to us, and we were thinking, oh shit, who are we going to play at centre back? And I think when we sort of saw Tuanzebe, Lindelof playing, we all thought, oh shit, Lindelof against Mbappe and Neymar. Oh god, what's going to happen here? And also Tuanzebe as well. It was his first game in like 10 months. His last game was against Colchester, and to be thrown into a team like that in the Champions League and to go and play the best team in Europe, a team that got to the Champions League final, and with Twanzebe pocketing Neymar and Mbappe in his pocket, as we sort of grew into the game and the more confident we got in the game, I think you could see that the team selection was bang on perfect, and Ole had a system in play, the players played to it, and the players didn't let Ole down. The players turned up to a massive game and they played for the manager. We're just going to keep this going. At first I was worried as we grew into the game. We saw the confidence and we saw our momentum and the rhythm. We knew that we could beat this PSG team. We could see that we could beat them at the end of the day, and we did beat them. It goes to show, if we have a couple of injuries, you just have to let the other players step up, and they've got to turn up to a game like this as well against PSG. Both Rashford and I love a night in Paris. United did the impossible against PSG last year and we won 3-1. Last night we beat PSG 2-1. It's the first time PSG have lost at home since 2004 in the Champions League group stage. How big of an achievement is it? It's a massive achievement, because this is a team that got to the Champions League final against Bayern Munich. And to go away from home, to go to Paris or to France, and to go and beat one of the best teams in Europe, who've got some fantastic players in the likes of Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria, Ander Herrera, Draxler, and they've got a top coach as well. And to go and beat a team like PSG, it's a massive achievement, because when you go and beat a team that's got into the Champions League final, you're thinking, fuck me, we've really gone and beat the team that got into a Champions League final. And we only just didn't beat a team that got into the Champions League final. We also beat a team that were there for the taking, and also we beat a team in PSG that also had injuries as well. And it showed that United were more up for it. We knew we had a chance. We didn't want to sort of have a bit of a drop off in the game. We knew that we had nothing to lose in this game, and to go out there, express ourselves, and to go out win a game against PSG to win 2-1, it's a massive achievement at the end of the day. And the players have got to embrace this, take it in. It's a massive night in Champions League football, not only just for the players but for the club as well. And it's just all about now, let's take it one game at a time, don't get too carried away, and let's look forward to the next upcoming games ahead of us. Let's go again at the end of the day. Who is my man of the match? Oh my god, there's so many players that I could have as my man of the match. De Gea played fantastically well. So did Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Twanzebe, Tellez, Shaw, Fred, McTominay, Bruno, Rashford, Martial. The whole team was so good. You couldn't fault that performance. Here is my man of the match. I have to sort of lean on De Gea, Wan-Bissaka. Martial played a key role. I mean, Rashford didn't have one of the greatest games, but he could be up there. Got us the goal that got us the 3 points. You sort of have to lean on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to be our man of the match, because his tactics were absolutely perfect. Who was my man of the match? The whole team. Fuck that. The whole team was my man of the match. How do we beat RB Leipzig? Now obviously we've got RB Leipzig in our next game. This is a team that I've been following the last couple of years myself. RB Leipzig, they're a very, very good team. They've got some very good players. They've got a fantastic coach. They've got some great players in there. And to obviously get a tie against RB Leipzig at Old Trafford as well. I mean, Jesus. I mean, this is going to be one hell of a tough game. We thought PSG was going to be tough. Well, I think this one's going to be even tougher against RB Leipzig. Leipzig are a great team. They're currently first in the Bundesliga. I'll tell you what, this team is going to give us a good old fight. They play some fantastic football themselves. The way how they set up in the team, it's something similar to Leeds United as well, where they play the 4-1-4-1. The player in the middle there plays a massive pivotal role, and he'll just keep on playing the long ball all the time. And I think with this RB Leipzig team, they're compact, they're organised, they stay in shape. The defenders are unit as well. They've got some fantastic players in the likes of Upamecano, Poulsen as well. Obviously they lost a big player in Haaland as well, who went off to Dortmund. But they're still a fantastic team. They're coached really well. You don't want to write off this team. They can come to us and they could really upset us. I think once again we'll be the underdogs in this game against RB Leipzig. They'll want to try and humiliate us at Old Trafford. They'll want to get a result against Manchester United. And this is where the mentality of things comes right for this game. The mindset as well. I think this game is going to be really tough. I think it's going to be something similar to what we did against PSG, but maybe don't play 5 at the back. I think we just need to sort of learn to be a unit at the back. We've got to have to defend properly. We need to be a unit at the back, stay compact as well. Play the simple pass, don't always go for a long ball over the top. When you sort of have the possession, you have to press onto them. You have to sort of try our absolute best to get the fullbacks back. But what it is RB Leipzig is going to be one of these teams where whoever's out of position, someone's going to be there for cover. And it's all about, you've got to be absolutely on it from minute 1 to minute 90. This team is going to be ready to absolutely try and do something on us. They'll want to do something. This RB Leipzig team is going to be difficult to break down, and I think it's all about the little margins, and also I think it's all about the football intelligence in this game as well. I think in this game it's just all about getting the mentality right and the mindset right. Don't let them get inside our heads. We need to sort of calm it down a little bit, play how we want to play, but in the transition it has to be quick. Have to play high intensity, high tempo, play with intent, play with energy, be bright, sharp, quick movement on the ball. Exactly what we did against PSG. We need to show the work, create the work ethic, show the character, show the fight, the passion, the pride, play for the club and play for the badge. You never know, you could surprise yourselves at the end of the day. And this game against Leipzig is going to be difficult. They'll give us a good old fight, but it's all about get the right mentality, the right mindset, prepare well for this game, not only just mentally but physically as well. They'll give us a good game, and it's all about stay in the game as long as you can. Don't afford to make any individual mistakes, and we still make individual mistakes, and we cannot make an individual mistake because Istanbul, Başakşehir, they made a mistake, they capitalised on that mistake and they scored on it. So it's all about do not do any individual mistakes, because they'll capitalise and they'll try to use it and they'll try to score on it as well. So it's all about, you've got to wake up, we've got to be on it from minute 1 to minute 90. Don't switch off at all in this game as well. It's all about, you've got to be aware, you've got to be ready as well. We've got to be ready for this game against Leipzig. They'll give us a fucking good game, but we've got to be ready on the day as well for the game, not only just mentally but physically as well. We have to be on top of it against Leipzig, and you never know, we could surprise ourselves at the end of the day. Getting into the goals now. First goal, Bruno steps up and scores a nice and composed penalty for 1-0. Second goal, Bruno passed the ball to Fred passed the ball to Pogba controls it, passed it to Rashford controls it, turns, shoots and scores a fantastic goal for 2-1 in the bottom left corner. Getting into the stats now, possession for PSG was bang on 61%, and for Man United it was bang on 39%. Goals for PSG was 1, and for Man United it was 2. Total shots for PSG was 14, and for Man United it was 14. Shots on target for PSG was 5, and for Man United it was 6. Shot accuracy for PSG was 35.7%, and for Man United it was 42.9%. Shots inside the box for PSG was 8, and for Man United it was 6. Shots outside the box for PSG was 7, and for Man United it was 7. Total passes for PSG was 538 passes, and for Man United it was 348 passes. The pass accuracy for PSG was 86.2%, and for Man United it was 78.7%. Getting into the substitutions now, Telles went off of Pogba. Talk about Alex's performance. United have a fullback who acts like a winger, and Telles also appears to be adept to corners. A fine debut that ended just after the hour. Fernandes went off of Van der Beek. Talk about Bruno's performance. Had the bottle to step up a second time from the spot to put United 1-0 up. Was 2 wasteful up times in the second half and could have come off. Martial went off of James. Talk about Martial's performance. Had PSG on the tender hooks whenever he got the ball and won the penalty, but badly miscued a header to put through his own net. Next up, we've got RB Leipzig. Have to be mentally on it from this game against Leipzig. They're first in the group stage at the minute. Still early days. At the end of the day, we could surprise ourselves and we can even beat RB Leipzig ourselves. Fucking fantastic team, but don't give them any respect as well. Once you go out there, just give it absolutely everything that you've got, and we've got to play how we played against PSG as well. We just have to take our chances. That's what it's all about. Take our chances at the end of the day. So far, RB Leipzig are scoring 2 goals per game and they're conceding 0 goals per game. They have won 1, drawn none and lost none. To my knowledge, Man United and RB Leipzig have never faced each other. This will be our first meeting, I think. RB Leipzig finished 3rd last season in the Bundesliga, and they are currently 1st in the Bundesliga. Ole needs to pick the right team, put the players in the right positions. He needs to balance the team out right. The structure of the team needs to be right. We need depth in the team. He needs to select the right formation for the game as well. The players to look out for is Angelino, Upamecano, Campbell, Nunkuku, if that's how you say his name, Almo, Forsberg, Kluivert, Poulsen, Hwang Hee-chan, and Surloff, if that's how you say his name. But anyway guys, hope you guys are enjoying another video. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you are new. See you guys in a video in the next couple of days, and peace.